Hello everybody, it's Zeidoktor here with Typical Manga Fan, and this episode of the Typical Manga Review will be dedicated to Akame Got Kill, Chapter 71, Kill the Archenemy. And we're pretty much seeing the soldiers at the crater, where the Grand Tegu, the whole big thing from before, was just blasted the hell out of everything. And we see the gluttonous Prime Minister just drooling over what he's been able to pull off here. Like, this is how war should be fought. Like, from a safe distance, just giving out orders and seeing people die.
Yeah, and then you see a lot of people die, and you know, it's not fun to watch. Except, well, he having fun though, and so everyone's kind of like being killed, injured, people crying about their friends or lovers' death, comrades' death, and then Tatsumi's getting pissed off, and then Akame and Leon see that and like, holy shit, it's gigantic, we gotta take it down.
Yep.
And then so they have to find Saku. And then it's somewhere, because he's probably in hiding.
Saku, right? That's the guy who's like the master assassin, I think.
Yeah. And then he's probably and then so Kami's like, well, he's in the basement. Like Saku is, and the guy on the floor, and the one on the floor above is the prime minister. So they decide to split up, ensuring not only. They say to ensure that we succeed in banging our targets, but I'm going to say to ensure that your death flags are raised.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they're pointing out that they're doing this against specific orders not to separate.
Yeah. So they said that they want...
Real quick. And it's Leon making the suggestion.
Yeah. So they say they want to limit they want to limit the too much faster, but I'm not feeling happy about this.
Yeah. Because there is logic to it. Like, they suspect... They hope that maybe taking out their targets will just... to get rid of the giant Tegu.
Yeah, but we all know what this is hinting at.
Yes, and this can only become more blatant as we go.
And so the Supreme Tegu's the Gundam, let's call him the Gundam from now on, does
Tegu
his
Gundam.
Yeah, does his explosions and it rains he rains down his energy blast on top of them, and everyone's getting eviscerated and destroyed, vaporized. And then one of the soldiers was able to block an attack to protect a soldier.
The Tegu users in general are kind of providing defense for this.
Yeah, kind of have to. And so they, damn it, I keep forgetting the leader's name. What's the leader's name? Najenda. Yeah, I'll never remember that. Najenda tells everyone to
think like the Pokemon Shedinja.
What?
Think of that Pokemon Shedinja. For some reason, that helps me remember it.
Ninja? What the?
Shedinja, it's like a Pokemon from like Ruby Sapphire.
Oh, then I wouldn't. I stopped after like the first 200 or something. 100
okay.
Or 200. I know definitely the first 100. I only know some of the 200s. But anyway, so yeah, tell everyone to basically be on the defensive and protect the main troops.
And she also notices and she also notices Tatsumi has disappeared somewhere.
Yep. And Tatsumi is heading right toward the gigantic Gundam, and he remembers, as he's heading towards the Gundam, he's remembering the fact that he lost Sayu and Yasu, and learned the fact that the Empire is a bunch of shits.
Yep.
And that how he met everyone, and time does fly by, and how he remembers how he lost everyone.
A lot of things have happened.
He just remembers like what happened last chapter, where everyone just got like vaporized.
Yep.
Not very fun sight. Not very. It's a very gory type of scene.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's got Tatsumi so upset, because that's no way for someone to die.
Yeah. Okay, at this point, I don't care if this king has been manipulated. He at the very least, he has to like pay in somehow.
Oh yeah, and I think that's kind of where Tatsumi's going with this. But to his credit, at least he's trying to minimize civilian casualties.
Yeah, I was about to say last time, like, did you just kill some people? Because didn't you shoot like a straight line like through his own city? I was kind of. Anyway, so but still, when I say to that though is like when he says I gotta avoid hitting my own people, I say they are your own people.
Well, but they're also rebels and traitors, so I can forgive him not like.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to be poetic here and say like you even though it's not technically under your intention, you made them. You betrayed them first. I like to say that. I like to say something that seems poetic. Yeah.
And he's trying to find the main commander, and like the prime minister's getting annoyed because like just kill him already. Yeah,
the prime minister is the truly evil one, and then Tatsumi just jumps up and he's like, stop firing a weapon you've got no business using, and basically he's the Gundam starts powering up and actually shoots him, but then he actually like deflects it, and then goes right into the Gundam's face, and then then the king's like, "Who the hell are you?" And I was like, "I'm from Night Raid. You might have heard of us."
Yep.
And he punches the Gundam in the crystal, I think.
I'm gonna punch that Gundam in the face.
I don't think anyone ever tried that.
They have now.
Yeah. So he actually makes the Gundam kind of get off balance.
Well,
and
Lord Genome.
Huh?
Lord Genome from Gurren Lagann. He got out and fought a mecha barehanded. Anyway, but yeah, he's able to just punches this thing and actually sends it staggering, which, to be honest, probably does kill people.
and that kind of actually inspired everyone to show, that the fact that the Gundam is actually beatable, and Jen is like, we can't run away. We got to follow my lead, and we got to see this through the end. And she's thinking to herself how inspiring Tasumi is, and how she's able to inspire the crew. I mean, the army. The crime minister's pissed off and says, just kill him. And then he talks about how, like, if he's too slow, we could
be bad.
We could possibly overcome. Yeah, we could be beaten. But it looks like it's time to use Shiko Taiser's Ace in the Hole, which maybe is like a self-destruct something or whatever. It might probably kill the king.
Well, I would think not a self-destruct, because that would put him in the line of fire.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But maybe maybe he has some type of protection. I was thinking of, or some type of something that would kill the king at least.
Yep.
Like he used up the life force of his life force. But as he's saying that, he's thinking that to himself. Leon just killed his last guard, and he's like, what? Holy shit! That means you made it to the highest word. That means everyone's dead, other than Psyche has been dead. I like how he actually still thinks that Psyche is still alive. I mean, like he's sure.
Well, he probably knows that he's below ground. They're even going up, so.
Probably. Who knows if they went down first? I mean, they were under orders, But
she takes a spear or an arrow and hurls it at him, but he actually manages to catch it.
Yeah, he pretended to be scared, and he actually got it. And then he starts. His facial expressions are so disgusting. I know. And it turns out that he can eat anything, because he eats the weapon, and then it. Well, I mean, this is actually kind of. And then I think about it, it's kind of like, we should have known type of situation. As it turns out, he actually is a Tegu user, and he's basically like a.
He has the gluttony Tegu, which is not in any way whatsoever surprising when you stop and think about it.
This is so disgusting when he says, "Speaking from experience, young girls are quite pleasant." That was so not necessary. I know why this. I get it. You want to make this guy even more disgusting, but oh my gosh, man.
Yep, and then Leon's pretty much ready to do, and burst your bubble. I'm gonna be eating you, and when I'm done, there won't be any leftovers. And I am now very scared for Leon. I'm gonna say it.
Well, first off, I like to point. This is actually a guy who reminds me of an enemy in an anime called Speedgrapher. In Speedgrapher, the guy who was actually, I think, also prime minister, something around those lines. He was like the final villain, or one of the final villains. Well, he was kind of like, he wasn't the final villain. He was like the pseudo one of the final villains, like one of the main bad guys.
Okay.
And he actually eats people too. Like he got the power to eat anyone he wanted, and he liked to eat girls. I think.
Pleasant.
It was disgusting. And he ate other people too, but I think he said something like he said
something similar to what this guy did, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he ever said he could have, it's kind of like heavily implied, but it was just disgusting. That guy was disgusting, and now we get someone who's basically around that level. I think it's also the guy from Speedgrapher. There was a foreshadowing because there was a scene where he licked the main girl's hands. It looked like he wanted to like eat her literally, and I guess turned out he did, and just it was disgusting. He also wanted to eat a girl's cremation, like
her
dust. Ashes, yeah. That was so disgusting. I'm like, oh my god. That was this guy is also disgusting. And then now going back to the chapter, I am also worried for Leon. I mean, in the anime, she died killing him. Like she was able to kill him, but she died too. So. I really like the fight, the fight with Herb and him were destined to begin with, I guess. I am worried for her because the death flags were raised.
Yep.
He looks like the type of guy who won't go down easily.
Nope. Not. He does not deserve to go down easily. That's the problem. Like if he's gonna go down, it's gonna be long, hard, and messy.
The messy part. That's what's gonna worry me.
The problem is, he's probably gonna end up taking someone out before now and then too.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's come through a lot, but that's the thing. Like, she's been through so much that I don't know how much longer her luck can last, or even just luck. Like, just how the writing is. When you make that character survive so many damn times, you just think that the death is coming. The death's coming. I really hope she doesn't die. But that's the thing. Like, she's not a big character like Tatsumi or even Akame. I know that.
Yeah, she's a central character, but she's not like a title character or the central character.
Yeah, but the thing is also, like, I know that Akame ga Kill might be willing to kill either Akame or Tatsumi at the end, but Leon, they might, with her status, they might actually kill her even earlier than that.
Right.
I mean, sometimes you actually want to leave a less important character behind.
Well,
like,
that might
maybe
be
like
when
the
Agenda
agenda.
falls.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, an agenda might fall in that situation. But I like Leon so damn much. I don't want her to. This is like the Hanja thing. Come on. Plus, she's all. But other than that, she's all. It's like the Hanja thing where it's like I like her. Don't kill her off. Don't.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, like, if anyone's gonna do it, this is probably the time. Just because.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, that, like, they've killed so many of Night. Like, Night Raid's been so much of Night Raid's been killed. Like, there's only so many times Death can lose his punch. You know.
Well, at the same time, like, at this point, I don't know if it's going to be a case of, like, Death having a punch. It's just going to be more of a case of showing off just how powerful and depraved, more so than before, the Prime Minister is.
I think my actual phrase was, like, there's only so many times you can do it before Death loses his punch. But, yeah, I mean, it's just that if you're gonna kill off Leon, and then they're also hinting at that they might even kill off Tatsumi, because that's what they keep hinting at. Then because in the anime, Akame was the only one. I think Najenda was actually still alive too. Najenda and Akame were the only ones left.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hope they don't want to go that direction. Actually, a lot of the comments saying I hope they don't go that direction either.
Hang on, go ahead.
And I'm just gonna say, like, like, I understand that you don't want to make it so that like it's there's no type of trepidation, there's no type of what is it, like, pressure that it's not. This is actually you don't make it too predictable, like in terms of, oh, everyone's gonna have a happy ending or everyone lives. Right. You have some type of I don't know what that word is right now. I'm blanking. Like fear or
what
like
who are you
like
trying to
tremor.
have?
What I'm just like the what's that word that expresses, like, oh, be careful, like, you can't, not by the end of the story, not everyone's gonna stay alive. Can't think of that word. I'll just say, like, trepidation. Let's use that word. Trepidation.
Yeah, I'm not searching word after myself, so I can't help you.
It's just the word that describes that you shouldn't be so complacent about thinking that everyone's going to survive to the end. Like, there are people who's going to die, so be on a watch out for people you like dying. That type of word. I don't know what that word describes, but I just basically described it. So, I'll probably come out with it, like, when I go to sleep or something. But yeah, I'm just really worried about. I understand that you don't want to destroy the tone of the manga, and I know the manga's killed a lot of people before. Can you let this one go, please? I mean, she survived all the other ones.
Here's a kind of a thing I thought about here. Like, just a random theory that's not related to this chapter directly. I was thinking with something. Do you remember the last time we saw Kurome and Wave?
Yeah.
Basically, they were in a cabin and there were eyes in the forest and such. But everybody thinks that they're dead.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just remember the word tension.
Tension. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that all. Okay. I thought you were looking for something like more like Schadenfreude or something like that, like something bigger. Sorry.
No.
Anyway, what I was wondering is, like, we saw Wave and Kurome, like, being observed by somebody, and Akame's about to head down to, like, the Master of Assassins, etc. What if he's got them as hostages?
No.
I mean, that could be something right there too. Like,
I mean, I just tell her just cut right through them, but I know she won't. So.
Well, definitely definitely not Kurome. Whatever happens.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted her to do. That.
Right.
Still don't like those characters. So if I could control Akame, I'd be like, nope, cutting through.
Yeah.
Kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
That just has to come back and play, and no other way seems like liable at this moment. So I think that seems the most logical way I can think of for it to come into play. But anyway, so at this point, like I said, our current situation, Akame is going off to kill the Master of Assassins. Leon is up against the gluttonous Prime Minister, the uber gluttonous Prime Minister. Tatsumi punched out a Gundam, and the Agenda is getting ready to marshal her forces.
Yep.
Right. And with that, that is our review of Akame ga Kill, Chapter 71, Kill the Archenemy. Go ahead and take us away.
Barry.